So if you want more specific control over your UVs, the simplest way to do that is to switch your view so you can see the shader itself. So what we can do is we can take our timeline down here. I'm going to pull this up here. I'm going to go into my upper left-hand corner here and choose Shader Editor. And that way I can actually see any material that's applied to the surface and all the nodes affecting that material. So right now we've got our image, we've got our base material, and we've got the output node that allows us to display on that surface. So we need to manipulate how this image is behaving within our UVs. So what we can do is we can press Shift A or go to Add, and I'm going to type in UV and just get my input UV map, drop that here, and then I'm going to again Shift A, and this time input, I'm going to choose mapping. I'm going to type mapping, and I want this vector mapping. I'm going to drop it right here. I'm going to connect the vector output into the vector input of my image and UV output into the vector input of my mapping. And so now what I can do is I can go into that mapping node and I can use its attributes to basically control my UVs. Now, if I want to, let's say UVs usually lay out relative to the X and the Y axes. So I can take my X, scrub that and affect the position of the texture within UVs, or should I say move the texture around relative to the UVs. Y-axis won't really do anything because that's basically staring right at it. That's up and down. And we're just focusing on two axes. Like if we wanted to rotate it, then we actually rotate on the Z-axis to rotate a texture because it's a 2D projection on the surface. Okay, and of course you can go to scale, and using scale, we can scale it up or down in order to affect the repeating of the texture on the surface. Okay, and so you can set that to whatever you need it to be. And once you're happy with it, then you're pretty much done.